What's up, everybody? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. What's up, people? Oh, man, the people on the playback. I don't know if people live can see the first few seconds. I've said this a few times. I have no clue if you guys could see it the first few seconds or not. But the people on the playback, I know they could see that, so that one's for you guys. What's up, everybody? Let's get a tweet out nice and quick, eh? We got a lot to do today, man. Hunter Creed, first one in here, followed by Moon Knight, the Fancy Man, Pixie Bell, Hey Control, Evan Basketball, Fade Gone. What's up? What's up? What up, everybody? Ah, my eyes, look away, everyone. Oh my goodness. Really? Really? Okay, anyway. Let's get busy. Dearest, at Marvel Champions. MG really got night thrashed in that opening. Ugh. Haven't even been alive a minute yet. Alright, it has been a minute, but not even 2 minutes yet. Boo. Well, I can tell you're not wearing pants from that view. My lord, the glow from your legs is strong. Is it? It's too hot for pants. What's up, BG? Captain Bay. What's up, dude? Congrats on the Omega dupe. Thank you, Cap. BG, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. No more. Hashtag dudes, I'm talking about dudes. That's the hashtag that you guys went with. Hobbit, thank you for the raid, dude. With the hashtag dudes, I'm talking about dudes. Okay. As I say, I was so mad when you got the troll over with Ghost. Threw my hands up and yelled yes, then my world ended. That's how I feel every single time I open a crystal. it's so annoying, dude. It's always it's always a rollover with Ghost. All right. Anyway, I'm taking too long on the tweet. What do we do? Oh boy. So when does the Grand Master come to the arena? Hashtag 50 billion cutoff. Yes, I am now. Leave. Okay. Tweet. Good enough. Alright. What up, everybody? Vic Oceans sent it over 2, saying keep up the good work. Vic, thank you very much. Red also sent it over 2, saying slap me. Oh my goodness. We have ourselves a situation here. What do we do in this sort of situation? If I was an amateur. If I was an amateur slapper, maybe I wouldn't know what to do. But I'll tell you what we do. We do a double. Stop! Alright, thank you guys. Vic, Red, thank you very much. Alright, let's do this thing, man. Let's go do an energy dump. Let's dump it hard, and then, oh, you know what? Actually, I just realized, I don't think I hit helps, did I? No, I didn't hit helps today. We gotta clear that. Totally have to help out my alliance mates and not just collect 1,000 loyalty for myself for no real reason whatsoever. Nope. You know what? I'll get to the rest of that later. That was an impressive slap. Thank you. Let's hit the event quest. Let's... You know what? I'm just gonna auto-fight my way through normal. Do the single normal clear. You know what I mean? Let's do that. I see Aegon is on home screen taunting you. He likes to taunt me there. One day I will awaken him as a 6-star, and then we'll see who's laughing. Let's just go up the middle. I don't know which one's less energy or not, but whatever. Keldon Anderson set it over 2, saying did Path 5 and Labyrinth, 500 units, and solo of Maestro. Ooh, dude, nice. 500 units is nothing for a Path and a Labyrinth, and a solo on Maestro. That's gotta feel good. I don't even know what that feels like, man. I've never soloed that dude myself. Congratulations. Good stuff, man. Very good stuff. Hashtag Dreamin' Raid Enzo. What's up, man? We got the Dreamin' Raid too. Oh, man. Well, thank you very much, Dreamin'. What's up, Dreamin' and Dreamin' Raiders? And yeah, Keldon, thank you again for the, okay, yeah. Thank you again for the 2-man. Appreciate it. Only a man without pants can achieve slaps so powerful. It's true. If I was wearing pants, the slap would have been just like any other. Still don't have a 5-star. Been playing for over 2 years. For over 2 years, huh? Well, I hate to say this, but if you've been playing consistently for over 2 years, you would have yourself a 5-star right now. There was actually a full 5-star, more than 10,000 5-star shards given out just last summer alone in the Summon Appreciation calendar. So you just gotta stick with it, man, is what I'm trying to get at. Keep logging in. Keep grinding away. You'll get yourself some 5-stars. Hopefully Kabam will do the same thing this summer. I'm not sure if they will or not. But, yeah, they might do the same thing again this summer. We'll see. My butt hurt. It hurts from being clenched. I bet, dude. I bet. Oh, wait. Let me... Oh, dude, let me try saying your name. You know who I'm talking about. Okay. I'm gonna channel my inner hobbit. He taught me how to say your name. I'm so sorry I've messed it up dozens of times in the past, probably. Shaliram. Did I get it? ABG was struggling with the Red Guardian fight. How do I complete it? To be honest with you, I haven't done the Red Guardian fight, so I don't actually have any tips for you. I'm sorry. There's probably some YouTube videos out there. I hate to push you off on, you know, some random YouTube video, but yeah, I haven't done the fight yet. Like I've auto fought my way through there on heroic, but I've never done it on anything outside of auto fight. Okabam would do lots of stuff. They always do during the yearly player outrage. Yeah, probably, dude. Damn, you nailed it. Nice. Who thinks they should have done a calendar like that during quarantine month? I mean, they did, you know, they gave out energy refills. I can't really ask for anything more. Like, I mean, hey, the quarantine is still going on. I don't know where you are. It's possible that maybe it's not going on where you are, but it's still going on. They gave out energy refills. They even reran that green event for extra revives and stuff. So they did more than they needed to do. But hey, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna turn down a summer login calendar if they wanted to do that, you know. Let's hit play next. Esmir, send it over to Esmir. Thank you very much. Saying my name is still pronounced Sweetheart Nasty, dude. Oh man, it's just, you know. Listen, is it Sweetheart Nasty MCOC, or is it just instead of Esmir it's Sweetheart, instead of MCOC it's Nasty? That's probably what it is, right? Just Sweetheart Nasty. Sweetheart Nasty, thank you for the 2. God, I don't even know what to say to that. Oh man. You have a beautiful name. That's all I can really say. You know, you have a very beautiful name. Is it a family name, or? I'm from Europe. Luke, welcome. Luke, European Luke. I will now refer to you as. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But Luke, welcome. What do you think would be a good thing to do for Act 7? You know, I really. My biggest problem with the content is just the high attack values, making it feel like you can't make any mistakes at all, or even take blocked hits, and then you have to play every fight like you're just... Like, I think it's cool when you go and, you know, you pop a revive, right, and you're on like 20% health. And you're trying your best to not even get hit at all. No blocking, no nothing, right? Sometimes we do that. Sometimes we try to pull one out like that, where you know, we may have messed up, but we think we can get away without healing up, so we just pop a 20% revive and try to get it done, right? I think that's a cool feeling, but it's turned into that's every fight. You know, do your best to not even take any blocked hits or anything like that. It's just like too much, man. I got hit 3 times in the face by a Winter Soldier that didn't have any nodes boosting his attack other than the, you know, the regular stat increase, and I lost over half my health. Like, it's just too much. But otherwise, I don't know. I kind of like the content. There might be some specific fights. Maybe they're too specific. I don't know. I didn't really get a chance to test them all out, so it's kind of hard for me to speak on that part of it. I know I'm in the minority on this one. Big time minority on this one. But I actually really enjoyed the gates in 6.2. I still wish there was a way that they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to have the nodes so specific. I mean, I don't know. But, yeah, again, I'm not going to be asking Kabam for that, don't worry, because I know... First off, I mean, it's not like they would listen to me on it, but second, I know everyone else would hate it, so... Okay, but, Evan Basketball, dude, thank you very much for the 2, saying, just got Corvus. Thought it was a 2-star. Oh, though it was a 2-star. Oh, no. Well, congrats on your 2-star Corvus, man. All you got to do is get him 14 charges, and you will be able to crush Act 6 with it, I swear. I promise. That's all you need. Just 14. But dude, thank you very much for the 2. Extinct X Insanity, send over 3, tearing down the wall. Dude, thank you very much. Oh, the 3 saying, hey BG, I'm stuck on 5.2.3. Any advice? Actually, you see the guy that I'm using right now, Thing? So that's the buffet quest. And Thing is actually immune to buffet, believe it or not. So I'm not sure if you have a Thing. Oh, geez, that sounded wrong. I'm not sure if you have a Thing. But he's a good option for it. If you don't have a Thing, you know, you can for the most part handle buffet with most champions in this game. It's a matter of like play style. Once I get out of this quest, let me show you a good way of dealing with buffet. And whoa, B Daniels, dude. Just out of nowhere. You're slapping down a 50. Dude. And I just watched a crystal opening and I yelled at the Kabam gods for the horrible troller of Ghost. I feel like I was more mad than you about it, but that it might have been your family-friendly front. Here's some bills to wipe your tears. You know, it's just happened to me so many times before, B. Daniels. That's all it was. That's all it was, man. But dude, wow, man, thank you so much for the super generous 50. What was I gonna say? I thought it was Ghost, just like I'm sure many of you did. I was starting to get excited. I was starting to bust out the crazy face or whatever. But then, yeah, I caught myself and was like, no, I've been here before, man. This ain't gonna be Ghost. It's I can't pull a Ghost, so why would it? It can't land on it. You know what I mean? So. But let's get out of here. Rip, what's up, dude? IMO gates aren't a problem in theory, but when they make a class gate and there's 1 or 2 viable champions in that class out of 30 possible options, then it's a problem. Yeah, I agree with that. They certainly weren't perfect. They certainly weren't perfect. But okay, so and by the way, Extinct X Insanity, I haven't forgotten about you. I'll get to you. Sorry, I'll help you out in just one moment. But real quick, let me just pop on over to Act 6 too. So out of 6.2, 6.3, and 6.4, there were some fights in 6.2 that were overdone, for sure. But I enjoyed that kind of, like, I don't know. To me, 6.2, it felt. It's had like a better theme to it, in my opinion, than like 6.3. The boosts, I really hate the boost system. I really don't like the boost system that they had. I hope they never do something like that again. Some people, I'm sure they liked it, but I was not one of those people. And 6.4, it's been fine, but again, just attack values too high and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, none of the content's perfect, but just saying what I had fun time with. The boosts were way too confusing. Yuck. Yeah, exactly. I felt like the boosts were confusing more than anything, whereas the gates, it was just like, okay, it's very cut and dry. You have to bring X amount of these champions. Okay, done. Some of the fights would have maybe changed around. Some of the boss fights maybe adjusted them a little bit, things like that. But, yeah. Super Dirty Pickle, thank you very much, dude. Hold on. I've delayed giving advice to Extinct X Insanity long enough. So, I want to show you something that can maybe help against Buffet. So buffet is whenever you gain a buff, right? Whenever you gain a buff. Actually, I'll show you with Void too. So Void's a great champion. You don't need Void, but he is like one of the best buffet counters as well, because you can reverse that healing. But with buffet, you don't really want to be gaining buffs when playing with the average champion. So just take any champion that doesn't naturally gain armor ups or furies or anything like that. And I'm going to do just a 4-hit combo. So watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, back out. 1, 2, 3, 4, back out. It gives you like more time to line up a parry. Because you get that additional spacing without having to trigger dexterity. But then if you do a 5-hit combo, hopefully it doesn't throw a special here. Do a 5-hit combo. He did throw a special. Because you're closer to him, when you dash back, if they dash at you, and just block specials if you need to. But when you dash back, if they dash at you, then it is going to trigger dexterity. That's going to trigger the buffet healing, and you know, it's going to extend the fight, things like that. You could also shorten the duration of the fights and limit the opponent's healing by picking up the Despair Mastery and using champions that cause lots of debuffs. So again, Void is like one of the best buffet counters in the game, but he's certainly not the only one. Even if you just use a champion that has like bleeds that stack up, being able to reduce the healing with something like Despair really helps. It's a little bit expensive to unlock it, but it's a great investment. I use this mastery all the time. So yeah, those are a couple things that can help with buffet. If those things don't help enough, then it might just be that you need to, give yourself a little bit more time and power up your champions a bit more. Because I don't want to scare you off from doing the content, but the next quest after buffet, it's even harder. After that one, they don't really go up in difficulty so much. But the one directly after the quest that you're in, it's the Masochism quest. And that one is harder than buffet. So yeah, right now you've kind of been just kind of going up this slope of difficulty. You're going to go up like one more notch, and then it's going to level out. So, oops, hit the mic. So you're almost there. But might need to just give it a little bit more time. But I hope those things help. Okay. Super Dirty Pickle. What, last trio, what? Let me go back to auto fighting as well. Saying, dude, finally got the champion finish. Nice, man. Couple takeaways. My Hulk play is worse than yours. Oh, no. Is that She-Hulk, I'm guessing? Prove yourself is rough without a viable 6-star Mystic. Had to bring 5-star Beardo as he is my saving grace. Yeah, I mean, that note is just crazy difficult in general. One-shot the final 10% with him 80% of the time. Still unsure. Oh, wait. I don't want just this champion. Whatever, he's good enough. Okay, 1% the final 10%, 80% of the time. I'm still unsure of how to proceed. Continue 6.2 and 6.5 exploration, or just run the Abyss initial. Any advice? I would maybe at this point start thinking about just running the Abyss initial. There's a chance. We don't know what's going to happen, but with them thinking about, all the feedback they're getting from, about Act 7 and stuff like that, I would say there's a small chance that maybe they would go back and make some changes to Act 6. So I don't know. Certainly, no word on that as far as I'm aware. I don't think it was included in their post on the forums. I was about to go check, but I'm not reading that wall of text. But yeah, just saying there might be, So yeah. Did you send over another 5 as well? You did. Saying also, how you liking my girl Claire now? She's a world to be explored. You'll keep finding unique uses for her. What a babe. Dude, I had a blast playing with Claire today, man. She was so good for these paths. I knew I'd like her. I'm just getting warmed up still, I used her for a couple of bad matchups, or matchups that were really brutal, and I didn't have a good option for it, and she was kind of like my best option, but still not the most ideal or something like that, But, yeah. Thank you, Super Dirty Pickle. B. Daniel's sending over another buck as well, saying, I assume everyone in chat thought you got ghost because I was celebrating and then yelled when I looked down. Oh, WTF. That's some BS. Should take down the quotations. Mine was much more vulgar, yeah, I bet. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Super Dirty Pickle, did you send over another 5? You did. Saying, yes, I forgot about that. That is incentive enough to maybe change the gameplay and go for Abyss. It's going to be cheaper and shorter for sure. Yeah, I think so, man. I think so. It's, like I said, man, I wouldn't exactly count on it. Like, don't get too bummed out if there aren't any changes, but I'm just saying, it's possible, at least. Whereas before, I would have said like, nah, just just get through it. Nothing's changing. You know what I mean? Rip. Did you just set down at 5? Rip. Thank you very much, dude. Saying, BG, would you allow someone to donate you $1 million, but you have to change your name legally to whatever Gus nickname they choose for you? Yes, but 2 things. Number 1, I'm really hoping for Brutan Gaster. And 2, I don't need $1 million to do it. I'm doing it right now. I'm filing the paperwork. Somebody give me. let's do it. Let's do it right now. Oh man. Rip. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate the 5. Oh man. Good old Bruton Gaster. Hector, man, do I see you in here? You still in here? Wasn't a fan of the boosters with 6.3, but the tech heal block shock one was good. I mean, part of it is I guess I don't even remember much of 6.3 because of the Legends run, and I was kind of having a good time just chatting with everybody while playing, but I was also not having a great time playing. So, yeah. But yeah. All right. Anyway, let's go do something else, man. I'm exactly out of energy. You know what I just realized? I think I made a mistake because I think I wanted to go farm some potions maybe instead of the arena, but I just used all my energy. I'm not popping a refill for that. Yeah, let's just go do the arena, I guess. Oh wait, no, isn't it the tier 4 basic on? Oh god, it is, and tonight's the last night. Oh, never mind. We are in the right place. So, I was thinking more about the Grandmaster, and I really don't want to keep switching my masteries on and off. So, I want to finish up 6.4 soon. Like, pretty soon. You know? The Shed. Signing over $1, the Shed, thank you very much. Wait, hold on. Hector, also BG, I'm glad you're on board with me with the whole 6-star paywall. On board with you. I feel like you're on board with me. But no, yeah. No. We're on board with each other. Alright, the Shed. Last. Why can't I find it? Oh, here we go. It was right there the whole time. Okay, BG, you get $1 million, but you have to open all your crystals, yes or no? Dude, how can I accept $1 million when clearly I can't open up the egg? That would be scamming someone. I can't do that. Scamming someone out of $1 million? Like, I could try to open up all the crystals. If that's part of it, yeah, sure. Like, just back up the forklift to my apartment here, and sure, we could try to make that happen. But the egg probably ain't budging, man. I'll give it my best. I'm gonna do the Jaws of Life to even... No, I mean, even that wouldn't work, right? It's just, it's the universe egg. But the Shed, thank you very much for the buck. Super Dirty Pickles sending over another 10, saying, everyone, I have 6-star Duped Torch, 5-star Doom, 5-star Fury, and 6-star Sig 170 Aegon. Who the hell should I bring for my 5th wheel? Colossus Claire, Shulk, Morningstar Arcus. I'm hopelessly indecisive. I'm glad you opened this up to everyone, because I don't even know where to begin to give you some kind of advice. The first instinct that I have on this is Synergy for Aegon. The one Proxima, I think that's Aegon's best synergy. But I don't know if you need another filler champion for the the first path or whatever path you're doing. I don't know if those champions cover everything or what, but that's my first instinct. But yeah, somebody else, please help the super dirty one, because I don't have the slightest clue. But dude, man, thank you for another 10. Thank you so much, dude. Dreamin' sent an over 5 saying Lola from heaven today. It was on Mother effing Ghost, and then it turned to Mother effing Red Skull. Oh man, she would be saying that. She definitely would be saying that. Dreamin', thank you for the 5, dude. Oh man. Is Aegon the best? For certain things he is. There is no one best champion in this game for everything. It's kind of designed to get you to build a large roster of champions. Even though Ghost is clearly the best champion in the game. But other than that, you know, for the Abyss, Aegon is the best. You being a drummer, have you heard of Yo-Yo-Ka? I don't think so, dude. Doesn't sound familiar. Is that a band? Is that someone's like? Is that just someone's name? I don't think I've heard of them. Would you go for Legends runs in the future? Probably not. I think Legends runs for me are officially dead. I don't think it's possible for me to do a Legends run going forward the way the game's being designed, because I can't get 6-star champions that I can't. I mean, I can't even get a 5-star Ghost, let alone people have 6-star rank 3 champions that are super speedy that I will not be able to keep up with. So probably not, man. The Legends run's probably over for me. It's not the end of the world. I'll hop into content sooner, so maybe we'll do like some day 1 stuff in the future. But Corey sent over a buck saying eggs aren't crystals, and it is only the egg that won't open, or is it all eggs? Oh no, the other eggs can be opened. I mean, it's just the egg. I don't try to open the other ones on a nightly basis, but I'm assuming they could be opened. I have opened other eggs in the past. They're just there just to, you know, kind of like decoys in case someone ever tries to come in and mess with the egg. I'm not scared of what's going to happen to the egg. I'm scared of what's going to happen to the person that tries to mess with the egg, you know what I mean? So I don't need a lawsuit on my hands. Didn't kill him? Oh, that's right. Isn't that synergy? Oh, you said last 2. What was the other? The other one before that. BG, my wife left me. Good thing she's coming back from the store. Ugh. Boo. What kind of boo? I mean, that's good news. And how do you know until she actually comes back? Oh no. What if she just said, I'll be back, and then she's just right now driving across the border, just gonna send you a postcard in a month from now. I may have the champs, but you have the skill. You can't be talking to me, are you? Have you seen me? You've been to my live streams before, right, Dreamin'? Pulled the BG and finally did Realm of Legends itemless with Doom. Nice, dude, with Doom. Wow. I'd say that's not the easiest champion to do it with. He's a great champion and all, but without healing and stuff. Well done, man. KBG, $1 million, but every time you sat down, your chair would be pulled out from behind you. Dude, no, man. Nope. I can't take that kind of punishment. Just falling on my ass every night, dude. No way. As someone who sits a lot, Damn, Brian just ruined my entire conspiracy theory. Hunter, this is for your own good, man. BG, if you open Nexus 6-star Crystal and the 3 champions are Doom, Ghost, or Aegon, which would you choose? My goodness. Doom, Ghost, or Aegon, you say? Probably Ghost. I would have to think about it some more, just to be sure, but I'm not messing around when I say I think Ghost is the strongest champion in the game by far. I'm dead serious. I think she's the strongest champion in the game by far. Clearly not in every single situation, but I mean, how many paths do we look at in 6.4 and just be like, well, this is a Ghost path, or this is a Ghost fight, or, you know. The amount of units that you could save just from having a 6-star Ghost. Unfathomable. Like, I don't know. I'm sure I still would have spent some units going through 6.4, but I'm sure I would have also saved a good number of units if I had just even a 5-star Ghost, you know? Alright. Let's keep it going. Aegon I already have, and although I want Aegon, I want to dupe my Aegon, sure, like, if he's in there, if Aegon's in the Nexus, and I have 2 other champions that aren't Doom and Ghost, well then, yeah, sure, I'm gonna pick Aegon. But like, you know, I can get Awakening Gems in the future. Pulling a champion for the first time, you never know if that's going to happen again. So. Nope, first-time viewer. Oh, okay. Well, welcome, Dreamer. It's good. Spent a good bit of units running my rank 3 Ghost. I don't doubt it. Alright, Brian, heading off. Have a good stream. Alright, Hector, later, dude. BG, do you think that you can do a video in the future with an up-to-date idea on how many units you can get over the course of time? At some point, yeah. Not enough has changed since my last one, though, and I did make... Like, I have unit farming guides, and then I also have a milestone math video. The milestone math video, I think that's more up-to-date than the unit farming guide. It goes more into detail about all the milestones and not just units, but I feel like maybe it's a little too similar. If Kabam updates the arenas or something like that, or gives us a different way to farm units, like if they, you know, were to ever add them to the incursions or something like that, which I don't think they're going to do, but, you know, just as an example, that's when I would do an update. I can tell you right now, though, you can get roughly 2,000 units a week if you go for all the milestones in the arena and keep up with the, you know, the solo 22-hour events and things like that. Technically, you can go even higher than that if you're a really hardcore grinder, but milestones, I feel like getting all the milestones is about as realistic as it gets. If you're like getting every single milestone and then also grinding for feature champions and things like that, hey, that's awesome, but that's like one player in the world or something, you know. Doing it consistently at least, because, you know, I've done that like once or twice or something. But have ghosts, but I don't run suicides, and I suck at a playstyle. Yeah, the suicides help a lot. And of course, Master Girl playstyle also helps a lot. I'm sure I'm gonna suck pretty bad with her if I ever get her. It's gonna take some time to learn. How come the gameplay looks so fast? I don't know. This is very standard. And how it looks when I watch other people's streams, I'm not sure. Need help in potion farming. Potion farming, it's really just Realm of Legends. There's not really too many places you get potions. You will get some potions from like the 22-hour solo events as well, but they're small potions, and because potions, you need more than just one. Where in the case of a revive, you just need one to resurrect your champion, right? To heal up your champions, you need more than one. So, in order to get them in high enough quantities for it to really matter, then you gotta hit Realm of Legends. What the fudge is up? What up, J Divine? Reese's Buttercup smacked my girlfriend on the butt while she rubbed my gut. Told her to keep it rolling like a 16-wheeler truck. All my chicks love me. Cluck, cluck. What the heck? Jay, this is beautiful. How do we submit this to MTV? Does MTV still exist? Still a thing, right? If you're American when you go to the bathroom, and American when you come out, what are you in the bathroom? European. Oh, boo. Boo for two reasons. Number one, how dare you assume what I'm doing in the bathroom? Pooping. And boo number two, because, well, boo. You don't need to rank her. It's just a synergy. Oh. I see. Talking to Super Dirty Pickle. Okay, got it. BG, didn't you say in one of your long chat videos about the game that you wouldn't like to rank 3 the champ you have used for ages, like Void and Omega already? Yep. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. I still wish the game was different. But we gotta play the game that we got. You know what I mean? But yeah, I still absolutely wish that I could play different champions. I've been enjoying playing other champions than Omega Red in 6.4. That's my favorite part about 6.4 so far, is that I've seemed to use other champions than Omega Red, at least for a lot of it. But this game we're playing, PG skipped straight over my message again. I'm getting disappointed. Jordan, I don't know what to tell you, man. There's a lot of people in here. I try my best to read as many messages as possible. Those messages, they don't really help, because if that was your message, if that was the actual message you wanted me to read, then I'd be reading it right now, you know? I'm gonna scroll up and I'm gonna find your message, but oh wait, your last one is just LOL bye. One before that, I wonder if BG will ever read my message. Okay, alright. I'm starting to see a trend here, and I'm starting to think maybe I shouldn't read your message anymore, actually. Even though it was unintentional skips at first. These messages, they don't help anyone, man. See what I mean? Oh, look at this. You do have a real message. Hey, I just pulled 5-star Colossus today. Hey, congratulations. Do I need him awakened to get auto fight kills on the punching bag? Yeah, you need pretty much everything you can get to help get auto fight kills on Winter Soldier. It's not something that's totally reliable with him, and you need to be able to convert the armor ups to permanent armor ups. So yes. Went down the same rabbit hole with those messages? Yeah, man. Please don't do that anymore, man. I mean, it's seriously, it doesn't help anything in the chat. PG, could you say happy birthday to my friend David? Both big fans. Oh, dude, absolutely. Oh wow, I just got crushed though. Mark, shout out to both you and David. And David, man, happy birthday. Hope you have a great day, man. Happy B-Day, dude. Would you rather have a mullet or go bald? Oh, dude, mullet, of course. I mean, you're saying that like it's I mean, well, I guess these are two very popular hairstyles for a reason, because they're both awesome. But I do have a mullet, actually. It's just under the bald cap. So, if I was actually bald, like, oh man, that would be a dream come true and everything. But, you know, for now, I will have to settle for the bald cap. I've graduated from the alias known as Farron Cathy. Oh, Wonderboy White. Why the sudden name change? Wonderboy White will prevail. Sorry, straight down, man. Okay, well, welcome. I'm gonna think of you. I hope you don't take offense to this. I'm gonna think. Or the first thing I thought of when I saw your name was Wonder Bread, which is not a bad thing, because Wonder Bread's, I mean, it's wonderful. Value Quake plus Nick Fury, synergy more than procs for Aegon, attack boost for the whole fight, and 3 opportunities to save your combo rather than just 1. That's a good shout. It's a good combo. That works for all of your champions too, right? Now we start doing Realm of Legends with just 2 5-star Wasp and Falcon. Those 2 champions aren't great for Realm of Legends. I would hold off for now. There's no rush when it comes to Realm of Legends. Even like, I don't know who you have as 4-star champions, but your 4-star champions might be better than Wasp and Falcon. Wasp is actually a pretty good hero and everything. It's just that Wasp is a bit of a glass cannon and more of a burst damage dealer rather than someone that can really, you know, ramp up and get through fights quickly, or someone that's very sustainable like a Wolverine, you know, things like that. And Falcon is just, he's terrible. He, like, Kabam really needs to buff Falcon, you know. Really, really needs to buff Falcon. Maybe one day they'll do it. How's the bald cap business doing, BG? Dude, business is booming. Not only are we selling out of bald caps on like a daily basis, but we shifted our business model to, you know, to get involved with the masks. You know, so business is really booming. Sure, it looks like you just have, it looks like a bad Photoshop job almost. I'm sorry, excuse me, a good Photoshop job, where somebody just takes like the top of your head and brings it down here, and people really seem to like that look. So is recoil a bad mastery to have equipped while fighting the Grand Master? Yes. It's not a huge deal, I don't think, as long as you're champ or something like that, or maybe for the phase that you want to land a debuff on the Grandmaster and that comes from your L1, like Hyperion or something like that, then I could see recoil being pretty bad. But otherwise, not that bad. BG, I'm saving up all of my units to finish my Suicide Mastery tree. What content would I not want to use Suicides in? It really just comes down to the champions that you're using. You could use Suicide Masteries literally everywhere, except for, I guess, Alliance War Defense is one of the areas where you really don't want to be running Suicides. There's like a couple of small exceptions to that rule, but for the most part, if you're Alliance, and a lot of Alliances don't really mind if you place with Suicides, but if you're really trying to compete in Alliance Wars, then yeah, you don't want to have the Suicide Masteries on for defense. In my Alliance right now, I just place them with defense. Everybody places them with defense. But, you know, when I was in 4 Loki, when we were trying to go for the top ranks and everything like that, I did take them off the place. But outside of that, they're good for all champions in the arena. You can build up a team that will have them working out really well in Alliance Quest. Same Alliance War offense is a little bit tricky as well because certain paths they just require you to use different champions that might not be suicide friendly, and the same thing for story content. You know, if you're using champions that are suicide friendly, then yeah, you could leave them on, and it's ideal to leave them on. But certain paths that you take, like for example, when I was fighting the champion boss with Sim Supreme, I didn't want suicides on because I was spamming, you know, specials, and he doesn't have immunities and things like that. So, right, let's keep the grind going. B Daniels, sending over another buck. B Daniels, thank you, man. Saying, you know what sucks is I thought I had a good handle on Darkhawk fight in Abyss, and now I'm having a hell of a time just getting him to 50% consistently. My God, why did I exit out of the quest yesterday? Ah, man. B Daniels, that stinks, man. That reminds me of Labyrinth, man. I remember practicing before I did my first Labyrinth run. I remember practicing against Red Hulk, and I must have done the fight a good, I don't know, 25 times or something like that. And I was finally getting to the point where, you know, I soloed him like 2 or 3 times in a row, and I was like, okay, feels like I'm ready to do a Labyrinth run now. And I'm getting it down pretty consistently. And then when I was doing my real run, you know, I tried a few times, couldn't get the solo, and it was just like, okay, I guess I'll use some items. Yeah. Obi Daniels, thank you for another buck, dude. Appreciate it, man. ABG, busy with completion of Variant 2, used 1k units so far, and on second last Yellow Jacket of Chapter 3, with rank 4 Golk, Venom, Warlock, and 6-star Modok to spend too many units so far. Wait, hold on. Busy with completion of Variant 2, use 1k units so far in the second last chapter. I mean, I think you're doing fine. I don't know what champions you have, so, like, it's kind of hard for me to say if you spent too many units or not, you know? The rewards are really good and can potentially help you, you know, do other quests when you get the rewards and things like that. But yeah, I mean, I think you're doing fine. But again, like, it's really hard for me to say, you know? But I'd just say keep at it. BG, what is your favorite movie? I don't think I have any one favorite movie, but I like a lot of the movies that I watched when I was growing up. Like Home Alone, Ninja Turtles, things like that. A lot of movies from like the 90s. Some movies, of course, that were not made in the 90s. I don't watch exclusively movies made in the 90s, but I'm trying to think of like the newest one that I watched that I really liked. I don't know if I've... Oh man, I'm trying to think, like, what's the newest movie I watched outside of the Marvel movies? I don't know if I've seen any movie made in like the last few years. Oh no, that's not true. I watched Detective Pikachu, which I thought was just okay. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have any like one single favorite movie. BG, you gonna finish 6.4 tomorrow? I don't think so. Probably not tomorrow, but maybe in like the next couple of days. So maybe like Wednesday or something. Recoil while fighting Grandmaster sounds like a troll. If you're there at the fight, you should know. I don't think it was a troll. I think maybe they were just trying to get a feel for the fight. I had the same question when I was kind of approaching the fight myself. Smart move, BG. Do you have a bald cap mask combo, or do you sell the mask separately? Oh no, dude, it's sold separately. Like, I mean, I know it's consumer friendly and all to combo them and maybe have like an extra discount, but come on, we gotta make our money here too, you know? It's like Would Kabam give you cav crystals and rank up gems at the same time? No, man. Yeah, actually, they probably do sometimes. Not. Bad example. Bad example. Watch John Wick 3. I saw the first one. I haven't seen the second or third. Do you like the Goonies? Yeah. Yeah, the Goonies cool. I haven't seen the Goonies in a long time. The Home Alone kid became Jigsaw and he grew up. Facts. Oh, man. Those movies I've never seen. The Saw movies. I'm not into the scary movies at all, man. It's not that I'm scared by them, which I know that's totally gonna sound like BS. But anyway, it's not because I'm scared by it. I just don't find them entertaining. I actually did used to get really scared from movies growing up, though. You know, when I was like very young. But they weren't even scary movies. Like, I've talked about this before, but the scariest movie I ever saw, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna show you guys. The scariest movie that I ever saw. Hold on, I need to pull up a second picture. Okay. Okay, was this. This is a movie called Mr. Nanny. It has Hulk Hogan in it. Man, why did that reset it? Son of a. Has Hulk Hogan in it. And I forget this guy's name, but he's the guy from the Jeffersons. And he's basically like a bodyguard, babysitter type of thing or whatever. And this is the evil villain. And he's got this metal. He's like some joke character, you know. And he's got like this metal bald cap, this metal plated bald cap here. And at one point in the movie, this guy headbutts Hulk Hogan, and he took him out. And I thought to myself, if somebody could actually take down Hulk Hogan, then we're all screwed. I was watching this movie when I was, I don't know, like, let me see when it came out. Came out in '93. So I was 7 years old when this movie came out. Or, man, bad math. I was 6 years old when this movie came out. But I probably saw it when I was like 7 or 8 or something like that. And it gave me nightmares, dude. Straight up just gave me nightmares. I couldn't sleep. For a few days. It was bad. It was real bad. That's the scariest movie I ever saw. And since then, I never wanted to watch any actual scary movie. Alright, B. Daniels. You sent over another buck. B. Daniels, thank you very much. Where's your last one at? Saying I didn't start my first run until I could solo him and get Old Man Logan down at least 25%. Using blades, so kind of hard to solo Old Man Logan with him. Oh yeah, dude, it's kind of a long fight. But yeah, man, that's definitely the way to go. Patience in this game, man, it always pays off. Even the thing about patience in this game is, even if it might be kind of might feel kind of silly at times, like backing out and doing the fights over again. You know, maybe you're spending too much energy, things like that. I'm not talking about itemless. Itemless is its own thing, but just talking about in like regular quests. You learn stuff from that. So even if it is costing a bunch of energy, well, at least you're learning and you'll be better going forward. So a lot of times it's worth it just to gain that experience even. You need serious psychological help, right, guy? I know, dude. Listen, I was young. PG, you had a question about 6.3/6.4, or can you check the tweet I just sent? Sure. What do we got here, man? Let me see. Okay, I think I found it. What do we got? Is there any kind of utility I should try to add to my roster or champs I should rank up or awaken before going for a first clear of 6.4? These questions are always a bit tough for me to say. I'm trying to... Because, like, to do 100%, then yeah, you're probably going to want to rank up some champs, you know? But initial clear... I'm trying to visualize like all the easier paths and the bosses to take down. You've got a champ that causes bleed to take down that Medusa. Stark Spidey can handle the final boss. And you got Aegon too. I'd maybe try to get Void up if you can. This looks like rank 3, right? Just judging by the PI, I think it's rank 3. But yeah, I don't know if you actually need somebody. Really the best thing to do is just to start the quest. Just start the quest and kind of go from there, you know? If you find yourself looking at a boss, the bosses might be the worst, because usually you can find it, like if it's just a path that you're like, oh, I don't have a good option for these fights, then you could usually just turn to a different path. But for some of the bosses specifically, it could be pretty helpful to rank somebody up, especially if you don't have a good option at rank 4 already. Usually don't necessarily need to take someone to rank 5 for all the bosses, except for like the really hard ones, but yeah, try to make sure you at least have a good rank 4 for all the bosses. But yeah, man, I wish I could help you out more, but it's just kind of tough to say without kind of putting myself in your shoes and really just like trying out the content and checking the roster like in the moment if you have the champions that you need, you know. But the good thing is you don't need to commit to doing all of it at the same time. So what you can do is just take it one path at a time. Try out the first path. If it works out, set up the next one, and so on. Daniels sending over another 2, saying last at you, Baldy. Okay. Last at you. What is this? This one? That's the thing with Abyss fights. Just fighting Darkhawk. By the time I die, I've regained the 1 energy. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm sure. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's good. Who needs energy refills when you have fights that last an eternity? Good call. Dude, thank you for another 2. Extinct X Insanity sending over another 2 as well, saying thanks for the advice. Also, who's your favorite villain? Ooh, favorite villain. You know, a lot of my favorite heroes in this game, or a lot of my favorite champions in this game are heroes. I'd say right now it's Void. But is Mojo tagged as a villain? If he's not tagged as a villain, I don't know what this dude's tagged as. He is a villain. Okay. I really like Mojo. I don't have enough experience with Mojo to say if I like him so much that I would give him my my heart over Void, but yeah, I really liked playing this guy. I think he's super powerful. His even though he's this giant crazy bug creature that totally would have gave me even worse nightmares than that Hulk Hogan movie I was just talking about as a kid. Just look at those fingers, man. Ugh. But I had a really good time playing him. He was really smooth to play and everything like that. Seems really powerful. He's got some healing and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I still really like playing Void. You know, I've been playing Void for a long time. And I still really enjoy it. Like, there's just something about this dude. I guess the ability to slow play, you kind of have to slow play with Void. But I kind of like that. Sometimes when you plow through a fight so fast, like, it's really satisfying. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that's how I want most of my fights to go, is just boom, quick combos and a monster crit in the special fight's over, move on to the next. But for me personally, there's something appealing about just doing the dance, as I like to call it. Just moving back and forth on the map, trying to keep yourself from getting cornered, while also kind of slowing the fight down, waiting for your damage over time effects to kick in, things like that. And yeah, I like that. BG, which is your favorite Rocky movie? Rocky 4, of course. Chaz, send it over to Chaz Cutter, thank you very much. Saying, tell Steph and Zoe to stop cheating at Uno. Oh, man. Oh, man. Steph? Zoe? This is your conscience speaking. Cut the crap and stop cheating at Uno. Is that good? Oh, man. Chaz, thank you very much for the 2, dude. My ears. Was it loud? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I have no idea how that sounded. Sorry if that was bad. The next mic will be better. You won't be. There won't be any ways to make it go. The sound go crazy. Did you do the ASMR again? Oh, I didn't mean to make it ASMR. I just wanted it to be kind of like sound like a voice inside your head, kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know what I was going for, man. No, it wasn't loud? Okay. Alright, good. Who should I rank for? 5-star Namor, Sunspot, or Colossus? I need to get Cav. Last 2 quests left, and it is Namor. What Sig at least? Or if it is Namor. Last 2 quests. I would probably go Colossus. Do you already have a counter for the Crossbones fight in the 5th quest? To tell you the truth, the final quest, I'm not sure. Like, you'll find all 3 of them to be somewhat useful, but the final boss is a Sentinel, and I mean he's by far the toughest fight in that quest. Leading up to that fight, you know, you got some difficult opponents, but it's nothing too crazy. The Sentinel, I found to be pretty difficult. I don't know, man. I don't want to hype it up too much. It's not that bad. You can handle it, but just saying, like, you know, mutants against Sentinel usually doesn't go that well. But yeah, just in general, I'd probably recommend going Colossus. You could really go any of those 3, but yeah, Colossus just has so much that he can do. So many immunities, damage, crazy armor ups and stuff like that. Nothing was worse than when you slapped so hard you dropped your mic. Oh man, I never went back to see what that sounded like. You can imagine it wasn't good though. B. Jane, I agree about Void. I have him at 565, 6200. also, and I'm a fan from the comics. Most of the time I find it much more enjoyable to play than someone like Corvus that you just hit with a few times and then you're done. Also, I like how new things show up with him, like the Mr. F synergy. Yes, dude. That's a good point, man. So, something else about Void that I like is, it's a shame because I never get to use these masteries, but I like that it works really well with Resonate. With Resonate, with Inequity, well, Inequity in some quests at least. What was I going to say? Yeah, the Mr. Fantastic synergy. I feel like we might see some other synergies like that at some point too. You know, I feel like Kabam is just kind of just barely scratching the surface of what they could do there. We've gotten some champions that have given us buffs too, like with Heimdall, but you know, I could see them adding more ways to like add a debuff to the opponent. That would interact very nicely with Void. They might have to be careful because, I mean, Void's already pretty damn strong, so you know, as I say this, they might have to be careful on how they roll stuff like that out because of champions like Void, but it is still interesting. Extinct Sanity sent it over another 5. Thank you, dude. Saying, would you ever let chat choose your team? Would be an awesome vid. Oh man, I feel like it would be Iron Patriot, Kamala Khan, as long as Swidia's in the chat. Pre-buff Hulkbuster, Falcon. Who else? And probably OG Iron Man. That's what I could see the team being, man. I've thought about doing stuff like that before. I think there's some good ways to do it and some not so good ways to do it. Because I have thought about this before. So as long as you could, like, if you could limit the pool of champions to only like good champions, they don't have to be great, they don't have to be the best champions, but they got to at least be good. Because otherwise it's just not fun, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to go and quest with Falcon. I'm sorry if there's one Falcon fan out there, but nobody wants to do that, you know. But even like Mordo, I just hit help on Mordo. Like I would add Mordo to the list. I could have some fun playing with Mordo, you know. And yeah, maybe having like a pool of champions, maybe like 30 champions. Maybe 30 is too much even. I don't know. Because how would you vote on something like that? But having something like that, or maybe like randomized, because it'd be tough to get everyone's vote. Stuff like that. I remember when I did rank up roulette, somebody had the idea to like, okay, rank up the champion and then use them in a quest. And you can get the rest of, like, they had some interesting ways to get the rest of the champions on my team, like opening up a handful of premium hero crystals, and whatever champions popped out, I would have to, you know, use those champions, things like that. It could be interesting. I've never done it, but it could be interesting. So, maybe at some point. But dude, thank you very much for the 5. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. What is the best counter to Sentinel 6.1.6? I don't know the actual best. I used a combination of Medusa and Nebula. I didn't have Corvus at the time, and I remember people using Corvus. I don't think they one-shot the fight, if I remember correctly, but they, you know, just drop like a big L2. I think, at least. Of course, there's always Ghost as well. What is the solution of 5.2.3? I just talked a little bit earlier about 5.2.3. It's the buffet quest. Try like I literally just showed it earlier in stream, so I don't want to go back and do it again. But the Despair Mastery is great, just to cut the healing of the opponents. If you have champions that deal lots of debuffs like bleeds, you can pick up the Despair Mastery that will limit the healing, and then you can just fight pretty much as normal. There'll be slightly longer fights because you won't fully block the healing, but it'll be slightly longer. Or you can take in champions like Void that can not only stop the healing, but they can reverse it. Or just doing 4-hit combos and then backing off. So that way you can parry without risking, or with reducing the chance of needing to dexterity and just block specials and things like that. Those are some good ways to counter. Should I rank 5 and awaken 4-star Stealth Spidey or Storm X? Rank 5 and awaken 4-star Stealth Spidey or Storm X? I'm trying to think which is going to be more helpful as a 4-star. I'm thinking Storm. There's not that much in the way of unstoppable when you're using 4-star champions. You know, I think if it was 5-star champions, I would reverse that and I would say Stealth Spidey's probably better, because you start running into nodes that have unstoppable or just champions or special fights, things like that, where you need to counter unstoppable. But as a 4-star, what you run into more frequently is champions that can shrug off stuns. I didn't personally test it against the Collector, but I could see Storm possibly being good against the Collector, because the Collector has tenacity, and when anyone shrugs off a stun, I mean, the Collector also reduces ability accuracy, so maybe it wouldn't work, but you know, like if you parry stun with Storm against the champion that shrugs off stun, you will just give them a passive stun. So I'm thinking Storm might be good against the Collector, and just in general fights. I'd probably favor Storm as a 4-star. A little bit hard to say though. Extinct X Insanity sending over another 2. Dude, thank you so much. Saying hands down favorite MCUC YouTuber. Keep up the great work. Dude, thank you very much for the kind words and the support. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. What are some tips for 5.2.4? Because I'm stuck on it on my free-to-play, and I'm trying to do it itemless. That quest is no joke, man. That quest is really tough, actually. 5.2.4. Everybody gets roadblocked at that quest. Well, there's a few like direct counters that will allow you to parry even though the opponents have masochism, like Sabretooth with the Killmonger synergy or Proxima. But these champions, aside from those special abilities, you know, they're not bad champions, but they're also maybe still not the best for the quest, just because there are some champions that are, you know, stronger. Ghost, of course, you don't need to parry to get your opening, so Ghost also counters masochism really well. But yeah, you can counter that quest again with the Despair Mastery and using lots of debuffs. I did that quest originally with Gwenpool. It wasn't itemless. That was long before I did anything itemless. But I used Gwenpool, and I just what's it called? I would just try to trigger as many bleeds and other debuffs as I possibly could on the opponent, and hopefully, though, you know, the bleeds that I was hitting the opponent with, that would eat the masochism charge, and then I would get to, you know, parry the opponent as normal. Sometimes it worked out really well. Sometimes it didn't. But yeah, that's one way to do it. It's just a tough quest in general. Like, they start hitting pretty hard in that quest. And unless you overpower it with, like, much higher level champions than the content was probably designed for, then it's just tough to do. BG, is worth doing Act 6 now for possible future nerf and better priorities Labyrinth or Abyss? I mean, I think we don't know if there's going to be a nerf. I think there's a small chance there will be a nerf. So yeah, if you wanted to do something like Labyrinth or the Abyss now, I think that's fine. As far as prioritizing Labyrinth or Abyss first, if you have the champions for the Abyss, then by all means, it's much better rewards. But it's also much more demanding. So it's kind of dependent on the champions that you have in your roster. I would also say this about Act 6. There's a chance, right? There's a chance that there's going to be a nerf. We don't know if there's going to be or not. Say it one more time. There hasn't been anything officially talked about it. So far, they've only talked about Act 7. But I don't think it's a terrible idea to do like a single clear of Act 6 if you're feeling up for it. Because the reward, you know, just for doing a single clear, the rewards are pretty good. And yeah, that could be pretty helpful just for future content as well. BG just finished Road to Labyrinth, but why won't it show Labyrinth of Legends? Is there something I need to do? You actually don't need to do Road to the Labyrinth to have Labyrinth show up anymore. I think you need to be a certain level. I think, but if you completed Road to the Labyrinth, that's weird. What is the requirement for Labyrinth of Legends these days? Wait, someone's saying you need to get Uncollected? Is that the requirement now? Because Uncollected actually came out after Labyrinth of Legends. Did that happen when they changed it to no longer need to complete Road to Labyrinth or something? Huh. Level 40. They removed the requirement for Road to Labyrinth? Yeah, I know they removed the requirement. I wasn't sure what the new requirement was exactly. I thought it was just a level thing. Okay. Just level 40 and uncollected. That sounds about right. A lot of people seem to think that's what it is. It's probably right. Man, I'm still kind of bummed that there was no Road to the Abyss. Road to the Labyrinth, at the time when it was released, is some of the nastiest content possible. Like, I kid you not, man. I compare Road to the Labyrinth to Act 6.2. Maybe not everyone sees it, but it's nasty, dude. It's some rough content. The rewards are garbage for it, but it's some really tough content. I'm not talking about like a one-on-one, like equally as hard as 6.2. It's not equally as hard as 6.2. 6.2 is harder. But like just the certain fights is what I mean. Like the what's it called? There's a rhino that's has like a safeguard and something else on him. I can't remember. A stun immune, I think. Stun immune, safeguard, rhino. Like, dude, that fight is a fight that's on par with 6.2. Like, it's tough. But I liked it, man. I thought it was really cool that there was like, it actually set you up for Labyrinth. You knew, man. You knew Labyrinth was serious business when you had to complete an entire quest just to be able to step foot inside of Labyrinth. I wish they did something like that for the Abyss, man. So many people are probably glad that they didn't do stuff like that, but dude, I think stuff like that is super cool. Pixie getting ignored. What else is new? Oh no, Pixie. Is this mic on? Read last PG. Pixie. What do we got? Hey Baldy, will you be doing day streams so you can finish Act 6? I don't think tomorrow. I think I'm going to give it a break tomorrow and go back in on Wednesday. Maybe have a little bit of... I don't even know if I need to farm up potions. I don't think I used any potions today. I didn't realize that you didn't really need to use potions against the Grandmaster. I mean, you know, of course it'd be helpful if you had them, but it definitely doesn't feel like it's needed to heal up in that fight. Just the 40% revives are good enough. The paths, though, I didn't really scout around the paths. So I'm not sure if I need potions for those other ones. Young MCOC Starburst Punisher was an a-hole. Oh my god, dude. Starburst Punisher. Hey. Hold on. You guys ever notice this about Punisher? Maybe it's just totally in my mind. Maybe this is just completely and totally in my mind. But, Sig ability here. Oh, no, never mind. No wonder it feels like a 100% chance, because it basically is a 100% chance. I was gonna say, even though it's only a chance to go indestructible, it feels like it happens every single time without fail, unless you finish him off with a damage over time effect. But, is it the... What's the 4-star, then? Okay, the 4-star is 85%. That's why. Okay, I thought the 5-star was also 85%. Never mind. I thought it was like some, you know, like how we say the Black Widow evade is 3%. I thought it was like that for his indestructible, that it was 85%. Turns out it's just 100%. There was an Iron Patriot with All or Nothing. I remember that. I had to use rank 3 4-star Magneto. Life was hard for us. Now everyone has Corvus. Dude. That was the first time we saw Spite. The best power controllers... Was that... Did Road to Labyrinth come out before Magic got buffed? I actually don't remember. But I remember a lot of people using Vision. Not even this Vision, the other Vision. A lot of people use Vision to get through some of those All or Nothing fights, or just Spite. Like, dude, Road to Labyrinth was seriously the most difficult thing when it was released. It was crazy. Now the cam is left. I'm the 10th longest in for Loki. Still feel like the new guy. Enzo, you feel like the new guy? Dude, you are a For Loki vet, man. I'm surprised you're only the 10th longest. I feel like you've been in there forever. I can't imagine a pre-Enzo For Loki even at this point. BG, have you ever watched the Punisher show on Netflix? It's very good. I've never watched it, no. I did hear good things about it, but... No. BG, how are you doing, sire? I'm doing good. Hope you are too, man. Is Venom good? Yeah, Venom's really good, actually. Venom pool? Not so much. But regular Venom? Yep. Always forget about Gwenpool, lifesaver at 1% in arena. Get smacked. Yeah, dude. Awaken ability. Hawkeye was the best for Spite. That's right. Oh, so actually, so 12 point. Road to Labyrinth came out before 12.0. And before that happened, yeah, some people would roll through there with, you know, Scarlet Witch and Black Widow. I use Black Widow to get around like the safeguard and stuff like that. But anyway, after 12.0, that's when the bleed damage got buffed for, I think it was just across the board. And that's when, like, especially after other champions got nerfed a bit, that's when Hawkeye kind of was reborn in a way. Like, everyone's like, oh, dude, Hawkeye's... Dude's actually pretty good, turns out. Got that little bit of a damage buff. I think they also buffed his power drain, if I'm not mistaken. Like, not all of the changes were in the notes. He didn't have... I don't think he had any place in the patch notes. But I think the way it used to work with Hawkeye is it was based on, like, star rating or something like that. Or maybe it was based on rank. I don't know. But I remember there being something inconsistent with the way that he would drain power. And then it was changed after 12.0 to be consistent across the board and just stronger. It's too long ago that I don't remember exactly what happened, but I do remember something like that at least. BG, you need help beating the uncollected boss. Catalyst Nub, I'm sorry, man. I haven't done uncollected yet. The only thing I can recommend is doing just a search on YouTube, and there's probably some guides out there, but I haven't done the fights yet myself. Use rank 4 Hawkeye back then, fun times, I bet. BG, help me with the Quake in 5.2.3. New Year, I'm not sure if I remember that exact fight. Quake in that quest? The only thing I remember about that quest is that it has buffet. So I'm sorry, man. I'm not sure if there's much I could really add other than the things that I already mentioned about dealing with buffet. Anyone else love his cute little headset? This headset's going away soon. Believe it or not, man. This headset's... I've had it since I started YouTube. This little McDonald's drive-through headset has lasted me that entire time. And the audio quality, it might not be the best, but hey, man, it wasn't the worst. It don't look that good either, but you know what, man? If there's anyone out there that wants to start up a YouTube channel, listen, you don't need the best equipment or anything like that, alright? Just start making videos. Upgrade as you go. BG, any tips for Act 5 final boss? The Ultron boss? Yeah, I can give you some tips. Really, it's just about managing his buffs. So he has these gray buffs, these dormant buffs, that don't have any effect on the fight until you activate them. You activate them by landing a debuff, including your parry stuns. So you want to avoid putting any debuffs on the opponent unless you're careful. So what I mean by that is you really, really, really want to avoid putting a debuff on that Ultron when he has the power gain or he has the healing. The exception to that is, of course, like, let's say you're playing Void and you get to the point where you're able to, like, reverse his healing or something like that. You know, that's a little bit of a different story. But for the average champion that you're taking in there, you don't really want to put any debuffs on him if you can help it. So lots of blocking and baiting out heavies to get your openings, or just being cautious, only parrying when he has, like, the attack buff, things like that. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, there's some videos out there. I made a couple myself. I'm not sure how detailed they were. I think they were more of just like, hey, I did the fight with this champ. kind of video. But there's other videos out there as well if you're not sure. But I hope that helps. Why do you do other difficulties before uncollected? Laziness, pretty much. I could auto fight through heroic and lower pretty much no matter what. And if my top champions are free and I have the suicide masteries on, I could even auto fight through master. Omega Red is capable of auto fighting through master. So yeah. When it comes to uncollected, I actually have to play the game, and who's got time for that, man? Actually playing the game. BG, using ASMR, could you please tell me in what content Gulk can be useful? Just got this guy. Man, I don't know how I sound, so I'm not going to be doing that. I'm sorry. I'm also not really a fan of ASMR. I'm sorry to all the ASMR fans out there. I wasn't trying to do that when I got all up on the mic before, but anyway, Gulk? Dude, Gulk is great when you have passive incoming damage. Starburst is Gulk's claim to fame, man. He is the best counter to Starburst. He also counters things like Magic's Limbo damage. There's a few other situations as well, but man, it's really about that Starburst. He's useful in Variant 1, Variant 2. Limited in Variant 2. There's only like one path where he really shines in that quest. But he is an XL champion, so he can be used for more than one path, but yeah. He's also got a really good synergy with Captain Beardo that he's used for a bunch, where when the two are paired up together, Science Champions take 50% less damage, unless except for when they're attacked, or not less damage. I think it lowers the opponent's attack. I don't know, something like that. But that even includes your blocked hits. When you have those two champions on the team, all your Science champions will take less block damage. It's pretty good. EG Thing versus Gulk for Awakening Gem. Void and Cap Infinity already woke. Definitely not Gulk. Gulk doesn't need it, man. Thing for sure. When is Red Guardian CCP stuff coming out? I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I don't have the info off the top of my head anyway, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say stuff like that. I don't think I am. But I don't even have Red Guardian at the moment. Xenos is so cool. Of course, Dale. You ain't lying, man. BG 4-star featured Infinite Guide. I don't have one, but I can give you a quick rundown. So just like any arena, the first like 9 fights, you just want to use any old champion you got. Then when the fights get hard, usually around like the 10th match, like 10 through 15, you really want to use your top champions. If you have high enough ranked champions, I want to say probably need rank 4 5-star champions, something like that. You'll get Kang and Thanos matches. If you don't have high enough champions where you're hitting, you know, if you're not getting the Kang and Thanos matches, well, you still want to use your best champions possible, and hopefully you can kind of just muscle your way through the death match, you know. But hopefully you're just getting Kang and Thanos teams, ideally. After that, after you have a streak of 15, you're done with the Kang and Thanos matches. I still recommend using your top champions until you get to around like 18 or 20 or so. Then you know you're really on the infinite streak. As far as safe teams to use on the infinite streak, in the 4-star featured, you want to use rank 4 4-star champions or higher, or rank 2 5-star champions or higher. Or you can mix in lower star level champions, such as using 2 rank 3 4-star champions with 1 rank 5. 550 and 2 330s. Or you could do the same thing with 5 stars, using 1 rank 3 5-star with 2 rank 1s. I hope that helps. Those numbers always sound confusing in my head. Don't know how it sounds to you, but for now, that's the best I got because I don't have a video guide or anything, written guide or anything like that. BG, do you grind all the milestones in every arena usually? Nah, not even close. In the past, I used to grind, when there were only 4 arenas, I actually used to get all the milestones pretty consistently. Ever since they added the 5th arena, it's been very inconsistent. Occasionally, I'll still get all the milestones. And I'd love to start pulling in some more units, man. Especially now that we're getting closer to the 4th of July. Like, I really need to get on it and make sure I've got, you know, 15k units at least. But, what was I going to say? Normally what I do is I try to grab all the milestones in both 4-star arenas and then just do the best I can in, you know, elsewhere. Usually the first 2 milestones in the 2 and 3-star and however many I can get in the 5-star. Is this going to be enough? Please give me enough points. I don't know if it is. BG, what do you think of a new Suicide Mastery that deals Cold Snap and Incinerate damage instead of Bleed and Poison? This comes up pretty frequently, actually. Oh, that wasn't even the Final Fight. This comes up pretty frequently, actually. I think it'd be okay as long as you can't get all of them at the same time. Like, you'd have to make a choice. And then, yeah, I think it'd be okay. I think the same thing when it comes to, like, the Deep Wounds Mastery that increases the duration of your bleed. You could have similar masteries to that of, damn, dude, just short. You could have similar masteries, for the other damage types. I still think the best way to handle masteries kind of going forward, though, is just to, I know I don't need to use 5-star champions here, but whatever. Is just to make them, for individual champions. If you didn't see my video on that, I basically stole the idea from Dota 2. Where if you've never played that game, as you level up, you have... They're called talents in that game, but it's the, you know, it's just a different word for masteries. But instead of having it on like a global level where it affects all of your characters, it just affects your one character. And I feel like that gives the developers greater control over how they can balance these masteries and stuff like that. Because it's the mastery system as is. I love that kind of thing, man. The first time I ever saw something like that was in Diablo 2. I like that game kind of gets credited for like making that system. I'm still not entirely sure if that's true, but I've heard that at least before. Where before that game, like the mastery trees that we have in this game, like stuff like that just didn't exist. And that was my favorite game of all time. So I've kind of been in love with these types of systems ever since playing Diablo 2. So if they were to expand upon it, oh dude, I would love it. But at the same time, it's so risky because if you have a mastery that affects every hero or every champion, there's no way to control like. What's a good example of this? So we just got like the new Black Widow, right? She does a lot of shock damage. And if they added a shock mastery, for most champions, maybe it'd be fine, but maybe for Black Widow it'd be like really overpowered or something like that. And if you have masteries on a more individual level, you could also customize them and make them a lot more interesting rather than just saying like increase your damage by X. You could have it more specific, like every time you land an armor break, you also gain a little bit of health back or something like that. And doing something like that with Corvus too overpowered, right? But doing something like that with Iron Fist might not be too overpowered because Iron Fist, he's not that good of a champion. Maybe it would still be overpowered because he applies tons of armor breaks, but, you know, you can kind of tweak that on a champion by champion basis. Okay, finally got my Catalyst. We're good there. Man, it always takes so much longer without the Suicide Masteries. Is there a mastery that increases duration of debuffs? No. There is not. I mean, other than Deep Wounds, and Stupefy, I guess. Deep Wounds, oh man, and Perfect Block, now that I think about it. But not just universally increasing all debuffs. You've got Deep Wounds, which extend the duration of bleeds, which, you know, bleed debuffs, not bleed passives. Then you have Stupefy, which increases stun debuffs. And then the more points you have in parry, the more that your Perfect Block chance increases the duration of your parry stuns. So, actually, that's 4, right? Because Deep Wounds, Stupefy, parry, and Perfect Block. Am I forgetting any others now that we're here, man? Dang. I don't think so. I think that's it. The Fury one? Well, that's a buff. But yeah, it does increase the duration of that. Suicides or Despair? It's all situational. Depends on the champions you're running. Contradiction champion? Yeah, man. Totally. So, I'm going to have like 20 tier 2 alpha after AQ. Roboto. Dang, dude. Whew. That's a lot. That is a lot. Ready to rank someone up? Don't you think, BG? Probably, man. Yeah. Speaking of, I gotta do some ranking. What solo event is on today? I didn't even look. I need to look at that. BG, I've got Omega as a 5-star, and I have an Awakened gem and around 96 stones. Should I rank him even if I don't run Suicides? He's still a good champion even without Suicides. I would say it's not an automatic decision. Like, if you're running Suicides, dude, automatically, yes. And, like, if you were asking about Omega Red, yes. 96 stones, that's enough. Ideally, I mean, you want him maxed out, but 90 is good enough to make a move like that. But without using Suicides, he can still be useful. It's just not an automatic decision. If you need a champion that has bleed immunity or bleed and poison immunity, essentially, especially a mutant one that can get around Thorn's style damage, then yeah, rank him up even though you're not running Suicides. But if you already kind of have those needs covered, then, well, you're probably not going to use them too much outside of the rare instance. PG, what is your opinion on your opening for Act 6? It was just okay. Nothing amazing, but not bad. Can't expect for amazing every time, so I'm happy enough with it. Event quest completion. Okay. Ooh, loyalty spend. Let me go do that real quick. PG, Catalyst Arena Guide. Actually, I'm not sure if you were here when I was just talking about the 4-star featured arena. Someone was asking about that. But it's the same as the 4-star featured arena. In terms of like what's safe to run in the Catalyst. Did I skip over the loyalty crystal? I always do this. Yep. This is a problem, guys. I do it again? Like, where is this thing? Ah, there we go. Alliance crystal. That's why, dude. I always think of it as the loyalty crystal, so as I'm rambling, I'm just looking for the L in loyalty, but it's A for alliance. Jeez. Okay, anyway. Not opening it. I just want to spend the loyalty to pick it up so that I can claim the rewards for spending a bit of loyalty. Alright, let's go back to the arena. BG, show us all your 2 stars? Sure. Do you think loyalty crystals are worth it other than for loyalty spend? If you're serious about Alliance War, then it's much better to spend your loyalty on the 3-minute boosts. I don't use too many of those boosts these days, though, so I have extra loyalty to spare. I also don't donate to because we just run map 4, which is free. So it's better to spend your loyalty on those things, I would say. If you have extra loyalty, like I also already picked up 5-star Unstoppable Colossus twice. So, yeah. The second time probably wasn't worth it. But anyway, here's my 2 stars. But yeah, the loyalty crystals, you can get boosts from them, which I really like. The health boost and attack boost. I just consider those to be like a 30 unit value when I pick them up. You can donate 1 loyalty to treasury for that event. You can, but we don't use the loyalty in the treasury, so I might as well pick up the crystal. PG, I'm running full suicides and have a decision to make. Rank 5 Sig 20 Colossus or rank 5 unduped Emma Frost. I'd recommend Colossus over Emma Frost. I think Colossus is just a better champion. Okay, he said crap. Sorry, dude. I was wondering. Oh, whoops. I clicked on that message just to see what happened. Doobie Addict, sorry. You got, it was an accident. I'll read your message. Hey, BG, asked this a while ago. Never got a response, but I'll try again. How come you're not opening your Awakening Gem crystals? Don't you want Man-Thing awakened? Chance to? Yeah, I don't know, man. I just have a problem when it comes to crystals. Drop my phone. It's all good. I think I've got 3 of these things. Yeah, there we go. I've got 3 of these crystals just sitting here. I already have a bunch of Awakening Gems. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you other than this is just the way I am. But I already have 2 of these generic Awakening Gems. Cosmic. Science. And Mystic. I said I was going to awaken Man-Thing. And I probably will. It's just, I don't know, man. I have a problem. I can't seem to use them. I can't budge on the Awakening Gems. But alright. Let's go back to the arena. Did you show us all your 4 stars? Oh man, I was just showing my champions. I'm sorry, man. I'm not gonna go back right now and do that. I did just show all of my 4 stars in my recent mass rank up video, if you're really curious. But sorry, I didn't mean for this to be like a count tour type of thing, you know. I want to get a little bit more arena grinding in. At least grab a couple more of these early milestones before I end the stream. You know there's no cap on 5-star gems, right? I'm aware. BG, when are you going to do a stash clear again? When you open all your crystals. I'm not exactly sure when, but it's got to be sometime soon. It's been a long time since I've done one of those, you know? So, yeah. BG just got my first rank 3 5-star today as Aegon. Nice, man. As well as beat Act 5 with 550s, so you know where I'm at. What would you suggest? Had Aegon... God, I'm gonna die if he pops his L3. Hold on. Don't do it, buddy. Don't do it. Let me get this L2 off. Sweet. Okay, what would you suggest I had Aegon at for a first step into Labyrinth, rank, and Sig? Rank 5 is what I recommend. You don't need rank 5. I'd recommend no less than rank 4. But to me, there's not a lot of good reason to do Labyrinth early. But yeah, rank 4, you don't need high Sig level. Sig. Let's go look at Aunt May. If you really want to do it, and I mean it can be done at rank 3 too, but it's just a matter of is it actually worth it. Sig. Yeah, even like Sig 40 is good enough for Labyrinth. Like you're gonna do so many hits in the first few fights, you'll get ramped up in no time. Higher the better, of course, but yeah, even something like Sig 40 is good enough. The thing about Labyrinth is the rewards, they're not bad, but they're not amazing. They might still be easier, like doing an initial clear at least. It might still be easier than doing a variant difficulty. I'm not sure, but the rewards you get out of the variants, I think, are just better. So I would probably turn my attention towards those, and then save Labyrinth for when you got Aegon to rank 5. So send over a buck. Oh my God! How did I miss that? What the? Wesley, I'm so sorry. Dude, I can't believe I keep doing this now, man. Why am I doing this? How am I not hearing the notification? Dude. Wesley, I apologize, man. You sent it over 5 minutes ago. I'm so sorry. Oh man, I got distracted. I was right next to the comment where someone got banned. I think I was just distracted trying to figure out what happened there. I'm so sorry though, dude. Alright, look at It's King West. Sorry, I had to switch accounts. Okay, no worries. I don't see anything in here for a last. For It's King West. Is it spelled differently? Here we go. Okay. Got it. It was spelled a little bit differently. Okay. Okay, hey BG, can you finish the Grandmaster with heavy attacks with Cyclops like you tried to do when you went 100% Labyrinth? Oh man. I don't know if I'll be doing that, dude. That was a good time. I don't know. I feel like I've already spent so many resources on 6.4. When it came to Labyrinth, I had Cyclops on the team because I just needed his synergy. But for the Grandmaster, I don't think I'm going to need to bring him at all. So I'm probably not going to do that, but... yeah, I'm so sorry I missed that message earlier. But yeah, that was kind of special just because it was Labyrinth. It would be a fun throwback. Maybe I could find a different place to do that, just as a throwback. But against the Grandmaster, probably ain't happening there. Dude, thank you very much for the buck. Mad Falcon also sending over one of them New Zealand bucks saying, "Dear Aunt Brian, I have recently embraced the pantless way." Oh, nice. Would you say this is normal behavior? Or are my girlfriend, wife, mistress, psychiatrist, and spiritual guide all overreacting? Thanks, Anon. Yeah, this is normal. Yeah, of course. Listen, when you came out of the womb, you probably don't remember, but I was there, and you weren't wearing pants. And then these people decided pants were a good thing for you? Like, did you make that decision, or did they make that decision? That's what I thought, man. They made that decision. It's time to start standing up for yourself. And if you want to stand up without any pants on, then you stand up and you stand proud. Say it with me. Pantsless and proud. And thank you very much for the New Zealand buck. Alright, it's a deal. We'll do heavy with Cyclops in Abyss. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't say the Abyss, man. We'll see. There's got to be some other spot, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be bringing him to the Abyss either. That's my fault, BG. He said a buck shortly after he asked about awakening your man thing. Comment was like 1 or 2 buffas. Yeah, I couldn't get my mind off a man thing. That's what it was, dude. Man thing always distracts me. But you gotta wear knee pads even without pants. Agreed. Oh, come on. I thought those were some energy refills. Damn it. They made it. You're dead right, Aunt Brian. You're the besterest. Hashtag pantless and proud. Yeah. Alright. It is getting pretty late, guys. It is time to call it. BG, you need to go to CHA, Crystal Hoarding Anonymous? Possibly. I was wondering what CHA was for a second there. I was like, Cha? Go to Cha? The heck is Cha? Guess arena heavy attack we'll have to do then? Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't say about the arena. Oh, man. I'll try to remember when I'm using Cyclops the next time. It's just a game. Send over 2 saying Senior Act 6 reward video. Mine were worse. Sorry to hear that, man. I don't think my rewards were too bad. My reaction to it was probably I don't know. I think I was just more happy that I got through the Grandmaster fight. And I was like thinking about the Grandmaster, so I was like just not even reacting. I was just popping crystals. Except for the Ghost Crystal. That Ghost Crystal was BS. But anyway, sorry to hear you didn't get such good rewards, man. That is a bummer, dude. You made the first step, BG, admitting you have no power over crystal hoarding. On your way. Alright, the egg is out. Everyone go home. Nothing to see here but a baldy dingus who can't read. That is correct. I made it to the end of the night stream. Must be way past my bedtime. Probably, man. Jay Cray, it's time to go to bed, dude. Next leveling event at Malevel Storm. Thanks, good night. Alright, sounds good. Gee, what gets you units so fast? Arena crystals or uncollected arena crystals more? They're the same. I pop open the uncollected arena crystals every time. Uncollected arena crystals, same amount of units, but you have a chance at pulling 4 and 5 star. Higher chance of pulling a 4-star Punisher and just a chance of pulling the 5-star. And the uncollected are better for that reason. Even if you don't care about those champions, you can sell the ISO that you get from duplicating them. So you get a bit more gold. They're going to tease us with the 6 stars earlier? Nah. PS Last, Almighty Eggman. What? Brian, I'll try to remember Grant. Yeah, that's my nickname. Or was that not the last one? Can't find last. Big Egg, no pants edition. I don't know, man. We've done lots of Big Egg lately. I don't know if you can handle if I keep doing all the big head modes. Any tips getting past 6.1.2 Sentinel? Off the top of my head, I'm sorry, man. I don't remember the fight well enough. I know it's a tough fight, but I don't remember everything about it well enough. Alright, guys. It is late, though. And yeah, I am going to be getting out of here. I'll be back tomorrow, normal time. I don't think I'm not going to do a day stream tomorrow. We'll probably go back to the Grandmaster soon, though. Probably go back. The plan right now is Wednesday, but that could change. I'm just kind of thinking Wednesday, but it could be Thursday or later. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, B. Daniels, I don't think you're still in here, but dude, if you are, or if you can hear me telepathically, thank you so much, dude. Again. For all the crazy generosity, man. Thank you very much. And yeah, I will, and thank you everyone else as well. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Okay, good. Watching you twice today was enough. Wow. Alright. Good night, everybody. Don't say I never did anything for you, Hunter.